What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new live stream. Bonsai and Melissa. I'm doing good. My week's going good. How about you? What's up, Tristan? Jahiro, what's up? Cobra, Badass Kai, what's up, man? Well, that's good to hear. I'm good. How about you, CBK? That's good. Thing about making a video is just there's not much to go around since there hasn't been any news. Yeah.
Did you have a good day?
Sorry about that. No, I was eating ice cream. What's up, King Paris? Brian Nunez, what's up? What's up, Roundtable? It'd be totally cool with Cobra Kai Season 6 release date of 2024. I want this season to have the most development so it can be the greatest season possible. Yeah. Before the tournament, Kreese tells Cam, I know what you did to Tori, and I want nothing to do with you now, and walks away. And Kim, hurt and angry, decides to get back at Kreese by telling one of her top female student fighters that is about to face Tori to put her out of commission. In a twist, the student obliges without hesitation. That could be another way that how that goes down and get something to see in 16. Like just a confirmation and a release here. Like Netflix, do you plan on releasing it at the back end of 2023 or do you plan on releasing it in 2024? When Kreese choked Johnny and Karate Kid 2, do you think he was actually trying to? I don't know what he was trying to do. Like it was like a heat of the moment, like anger and disappointment. Like I think on Kreese's part, and plus he's a war veteran, so that kind of like adds to the craziness. The PTSD adds to the craziness, to his character. But you never know. You think we should get confirmation that Netflix to be done to? Yeah, like this series is a little carrying them. Like they did such a poor job at marketing season 5 too. I didn't mind waiting, to be honest, as long as they promote it more. Yeah, I think it's possible Hawk and Robbie have a match in the tournament. Well, here's the thing: Miguel, Robbie, and Hawk are the top 3 best male fighters out of the teens. So, like, it makes sense to have all 3 of them make the semifinals. You have those 3 make the semifinals, and then you have Kim's best male fighter for Cobra Kai get in there as like that. That would be your final 4 for the boys division. So Hawk's gonna have to fight either Miguel or Robbie in the semis. He has to, because if Hawk gets matched up with Kim's student, then that means Miguel and Robbie are fighting again, and I don't want to see that. Like we've seen it like dozens of times, and there's no tension. There's no like bad, there's no bad blood anymore. Like the two are practically brothers now. So I think Hawk has to fight either Robbie or Miguel. Like, like you could have a Robbie versus Hawk rematch, and Robbie wins that as like a middle finger to the Hawk fangirls and fanboys. Like just because Eli beat Robbie once does not make him the better fighter. Remember, Robbie kicked his ass in the mall. And then like you have Miguel like go all in, but he loses to Kim's best fighter. Showing the audience that Miguel's not 100% unbeatable. He can lose sometimes. And then you have Robbie beat that student of Kim's, and then he wins the Sekai Taikai. That's how I see it playing out. Okay, I want them to make the most out of this season. I want it to be the best. Yeah, so do I. I don't see Miguel and Robbie having another minute. Yeah, it's unnecessary. Regardless, Kreese is lucky. He wasn't. Yeah, he's lucky. So ranking the seasons go, I'd say best of weakest are 5, 3, 1, 4, 2. Seasons 5, 3, and 1 are excellent masterpieces, with 4, 2 are still very good. They needed a bit more work. Hoping for January 2024, but I want them to really hype this season up, especially with marketing. Yeah. Good old Miyagi-verse, universe with the worst system. Yep. I wouldn't mind Miguel versus Hawk because they didn't finish their fight in season 4. Yeah, that's true. For the final tournament, this is what I do: quarterfinals. Miguel versus Eli, Dimitri versus Cobra Kai, Robbie versus Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai versus Random, semis, Miguel versus Cobra Kai, Robbie versus Cobra Kai, finals, Robbie versus Cobra Kai. I would like to see Miguel versus Eli have a rematch in the quarterfinals. If Miguel and Eli have a rematch, then Miguel's going to win. You can make the argument that Miguel was going to beat Eli in season 4. You can make that argument. I would have at least Miguel, Dimitri, Eli, Robbie make the quarters. Miguel and Robbie make the semis, and Robbie wins the tournament against Cobra Kai's top student. Hope Netflix releases Obliterated and the live-action Last Airbender show soon. Those could tide me over for season 6. I don't know what the Airbender show is, but I know what Obliterated is, though. Miguel versus Hawk honestly would be good, but because then we will see who the real better fighter is. Well, it's obviously it's Miguel. If Miguel can beat Robbie, he can beat Hawk. Chosen does the special healing technique on Thoeries or one of the students that's been seriously injured. Yeah, I could see that. I think, like I've said on my Instagram before, that I think Chosen's gonna train Tori and teach her techniques that only he knows, that Daniel doesn't know, and maybe even Mr. Miyagi never knew about, that will help defend herself against Kim and Kreese's Cobra Kai. I feel like the big three could get Leo Howard on the show. He could play against it. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. Hawk losing against Miguel would probably piss off Hawk fans. Yeah, they get like they get on my freaking nerves. Like they defend him over everything. Like he's unbeatable. He can never do anything wrong. I'm like, really? For the girls, I'd say Sam, Devin, Tori made the quarter, Sam, Tori made the final semis, and either Sam or Tori getting the finals. Face Kai Soft girls. Yeah, they can cry all they want. It'd be cool, but very unlikely. They're only satisfied if Hawk wins it at all. He already won the All Valley tournament. He's not winning this tournament. Think about it. They originally were going to have Robbie win the All Valley, but they changed it because Hawk would have had nothing. So, I used to hate Robbie and love Hawk. Now Robbie's one of my all-time goats, and Hawk I still like, but Eli is a true badass. Yeah. See, like, I'm down with Eli rocking the mohawk, but Hawk, every time he goes against, like a big contender, he loses. Like, every time he's like, time to uncage the Fury of the Hawk, time to uncage the Fury of the Hawk, he loses. Like, he just freaking loses. Because, like, he lets his pride get in the way. Hawk is innocent. He's never done anything wrong. So really on the Hawk bandwagon, never top 5. Oh. I love Eli / Hawk, but the fans think the bad stuff he did was cool, which is not the case. Exactly. Alright, but let's get into this season ranking. Mostly because Eli has the IQ and the balance in the fights, but Hawk just goes in without a strategy and just wants to pummel rivals. Yeah, see, like, Eli's like Daniel and Hawk's like Johnny. I have more of a problem with them justifying Hawk's evil actions than them complaining about him losing, trying to justify some of the stuff he did. But yeah, how do you justify that? Like, what? I mean, I guess Hawk trashed Miyagi-Do, stole the Medal of Honor. Yeah, he wore it like a freaking necklace, dude. Escalated the school for it, broke Dimitri's arm, took part in a house attack, and took part in a home invasion, but nothing too bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Hawk fans' logic for you. I don't know about Chosen teaching Tori any serious techniques just because having that much power can be dangerous in the wrong hands. Look at Daniel using the pressure point technique on Johnny in season 4, and Kenny using the sword bullet on Hawk and Robbie. Well, what I meant by what I said, like, Chosen's gonna like if Chosen believes that she's worthy of the lessons he's teaching her, then he's going to teach them those lessons. But if he feels that she's not worthy, then he's not going to teach her certain techniques. Hawk is very reckless. Eli has a better track record with fights than Hawk. Yeah, very true. They draw the line at Kenny giving Anthony a swirly. And yeah, exactly. Like, Kenny's only 14 years old, and, like, you got freaking Hawk fans saying he's irredeemable. And, like, delusional Hawk fans are, like, saying Hawk's the best fighter on the show. He can beat Robbie and Miguel. Oh, since Hawk beat Robbie, that makes him the best fighter. Okay, so by that logic, that makes Kenny the best fighter because he beat Hawk, and that makes no sense because Kenny was getting wrecked by Miguel in the dojo brawl. Thing with Hawk is that the show and its characters call Hawk out, but a lot of fans just don't. Yeah. Wearing a Veterans Medal of Honor is hell. Yeah, that's disrespectful. That's incredibly disrespectful. Depends on how they write the season. Maybe the writers will have chosen to do that with Tori. Maybe they won't. Who knows what they have planned. Kenny was annoying, but Hawk did much worse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, you had Daniel freaking crying, bro. Like, you brought him to tears, dude. Like, you don't do that. Like, you don't do that. Like, there's certain things in life you don't do, and that's definitely one of them. Yeah, like, I don't understand how you can dislike Robbie but love Hawk. It makes no sense. See that perspective after season one, only King doesn't make too much sense for seasons 2 to 5. Robbie's on my top 3. He's one of my favorite characters because he's got great character development. Hawk has even tried to square up. Yeah, he tried to square up to freaking Miguel. Like, what? Like, dude, what are you doing? But anyway, let's get into this ranking. Now these are all the Netflix posters. When seasons 1 and 2 went on Netflix. Netflix made new posters for them, so I picked those ones out. But we're gonna get right into it. Start off with season 1. Season 1 is my least favorite. I still like it. I still enjoy it. I'll still rewatch it. It's just compared to the other 4 seasons. This one's like I enjoy this one the least. To be fair, it was the beginning. It does have the best writing, in my opinion. It's the best written season. It does a good way of writing Johnny's story. First episode is it's focused on I like this one a bit better because there's a little bit more variety of characters. You have Tori making her debut, Kreese coming back, and pretty much um, formulating a plan to reclaim Cobra Kai as his own from Johnny. He manages to accomplish that because of the school fight. The school fight was freaking epic. Love drama in this season is probably the weakest part of it, but the school fight makes up for it. That was awesome. And you have a few other cool fight scenes, Miguel versus Hawk and Coyote Creek. That was fun to watch. Let's see what else. Yeah, Johnny and his ex Cobra Kai crew. The bar fight, that was fun to watch. But pretty good season. Season 3, it's my third favorite. This one's great. I mean, the poster alone is fantastic, and the promotion this season got was pretty good too. The teaser we got in October 2020, revealing the release date and them confirming season 4. That teaser got me so hyped, and then they released the trailer. That got me hyped up as well, and they were counting down to it with D. Schneider every day on social media. That was awesome. That was the kickstart to the new year of 2021. Miguel. I liked Miguel's arc in this season. I like Sam's recovery from her PTSD arc. That was done very, very well. I like Robbie's little juvie arc and his turn to the dark side. I like that as well. I like the backstory they gave Kreese. I like that what they did with Johnny and Daniel. That was awesome. That house fight was freaking epic. The arcade fight was awesome. Dewey fight was awesome. Robbie versus Sean, that was awesome. Chosen's return was great. House fight was great, and my favorite fight of the whole season is Johnny and Daniel versus Kreese. That was perfectly well done. And I love how they set up Terry Silver's return at the end, where you just like you have Kreese calling him up and say, like, "Hey, long time." Like that was awesome. So, and we all know what Tristan's gonna say. Season 3 is peak Cobra Kai. All right, season 4 also great. I like season 4. Kind of an overhated season for me. We all know how Tristan feels about season 4, but he's a real one. He's the GOAT on this channel. But season 4, I love what they did with some of the characters. Like they could have done Robbie better. I wish they went all in on him, like just full on Cobra Kai, because that scene he had with Johnny in episode 10, there would have been a lot more emotional payoff. But I loved what they did with Tori's character this season. They gave her proper development. They turned her into a fan favorite. I mean, she kind of already was prior to that, but they gave the fans a reason to root for her. I loved her dynamic with Amanda. Like those Tori and Amanda scenes were golden for me. Terry Silver absolutely carried this season. I love how they reintroduced him, where like he's changed, he's a redeemed man, and like when Kreese it brings Karate Kid 3 full circle of like when Kreese was like ready to give up, Silver's like no, you're going to Tahiti, I'll get them back for you. Don't worry, we're gonna do this together. Don't worry about the rent. Now it's the opposite. Now Kreese is trying to drag him back in the fold, and Silver's like, I'm not gonna help you kick the crap out of kids anymore. That's not what I do. Like I was so hopped up on I'm not gonna say the word. I got therapy. I found clarity, and that Silver he wanted nothing to do with the karate drama. Like at the start of it, then it slowly chips away, and then he returns to teach at Cobra Kai, and through the first half of season 4, he's the most nuanced sensei. Like Kreese was taking it too seriously. He's like, we need to strike back, and Silver's like, you already did. You stole the man's son. How more personal do you want to make it? Like I love how Silver just lays that right on the Kreese. Like you already striked back. You already stole the dude's son. You've made it personal enough. And I like how he's he just wanted the students to stay focused on their training and not get distracted by the rivalries. Just stay focused on their training. If they stuck to Silver's method, Robbie and Tori would have won the tournament without cheating. I'm being straight up. If they stuck to Silver's plan all the way, Robbie and Tori would have been champions on their own without Silver bribing the refs. And then because he had Daniel and Johnny constantly bickering, disagreeing. The moment where Daniel realizes that Silver's back, they're not just dealing with Kreese, they're dealing with Silver as well. He gets all paranoid and all right, we need to double down on Miyagi-Do. And Johnny's like, no, that's stupid. I know how to beat Cobra Kai. The best way to beat Cobra Kai is by using Cobra Kai. The best way you're going to beat them is combining Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Because if you have a balance, because Miyagi Fang has a balance of offense and defense, Cobra Kai just does straight up offense. Who do you think's going to win? Clearly, they're going to win. But then they let their rivalry get in the way, and then they had a silly rematch. That part I didn't like. And then they split up and pretty much cost them the All Valley, but that's a different story. But other than that, I liked what they did with Silver, and then he slowly descent into the Manny was in Karate Kid 3, which technically it is Kreese's fault. If Kreese didn't, intentionally trigger Silver's PTSD, then Silver probably would have stayed nuanced. So that's technically Kreese's fault. And him getting thrown in jail and being framed for the attack on Stingray, he was asking for it. He was basically asking for it. But I liked what they did with Silver that in season 4. And I did like what they did with Eli's character. He definitely deserved that tournament win. As much as we were, slamming Hawk earlier in the stream. And like Miguel's kind of underrated this season. Like I thought he had a pretty decent arc. But moving on to the best. Season 5. Now I have season 5, number 1. Terry Silver's the perfect villain in this. Like you'll full on hit like his, like he was the season easily made him the best villain, proved why he's the best villain of the entire Miyagi verse. You had the return of Mike Barnes, which was cool. Chosen was awesome in this season. Like I liked his arc. I liked Daniel's arc a lot. Thoeries' arc was done really well. Miguel, Robbie, Sam had a pretty good arc. And every character got an opportunity to shine this season. The only 3 characters that annoyed me was Sam a little bit, not as much as she did in season 2 and 4. She annoyed me a little bit, but not that much. Found Kenny quite annoying, and then Sensei Kim was pretty annoying. She was a cartoon villain. That's what she was. I like Kreese's prison arc as well. But I genuinely believe that season 5 is the best season. Because you have pretty much all the main rivalries, coming to a close. Miguel and Robbie ending theirs, and pretty much becoming brothers. Sam and Tori finally working together. They're not completely, they haven't reconciled yet. They haven't buried the hatchet yet, but they set that up for season 6. But yeah, that one's definitely my favorite season. And Netflix, again, they should have marketed better. They should have done a better job at promoting it. But that's my opinion.